What's going on, y'all? About to send this link out. Then we're going to go ahead and get started. Give me 1 second. We are live. Bam, sent the link out. All right, cool. All right, what's going on, y'all? What's going on, Shawn? I see you in here. Let's see if there's any setups we can jump in on. We do got some news going down today. All right, cool. All right, so there's a couple pairs we're looking at right now. London just started. So looking at the news today, we have a lot going on in New York. So we got unemployment claims at 8:30. Then at 10, we got existing home sales. Then at 11:30, we got a governor speaking for Canadian news. We got a treasury speaking for USD pairs. Then we have the FOMC going down at 12. And then at 7, we got another FOMC popping off. And then Friday, we just got PMIs literally hour after hour after hour. So it's going to be interesting what happens today. We could see some reversals happen. But for right now, we're going to be trying to see if we can look at some EJ buys possibly. Looking at, let's see what else is going on. So we're watching EJ. I'm going to move this over. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, we're going to see if we can jump into some things. Didn't jump in any trades yesterday simply because there was some news that went down last night as well. But besides that, price really didn't really move too much. So we're going to see if we can jump into some trades during London. But again, we do have a bunch of news popping up during New York. So I won't be too shocked if price kind of stays still until New York. But we're going to see if we can jump into some things. But retracements might need to happen. And we're not against retracements. So we're going to be paying attention to GN, EN, EJ. Let's see. We're going to pull up gold really quick. See what's going on with gold. Need gold to come up a little more. So we can look for a sell setup here if we can hold this level as resistance. If we can hold this level as resistance, we can see a possible reversal happen and the downtrend begin. So that's what I want to see happen today, if not tomorrow. It's definitely going to be interesting. We kind of saw the halt coming up and talking about it for the past couple of weeks, just because simply if we break past this area here, especially 2065, 2064, we could potentially break all new highs and hit the highest goals ever hit. And I don't think they want to do that yet, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, gold needs to retrace a little bit more for us. So we're going to let gold do its thing a little bit more. We'll come back to that. Let's go ahead and look at these indices really quick. Not this source. There we go. see here. Same with US30. It is still bullish, but it's definitely failed to make a new high for the past week, the past 1, 2, 3, 4, past 5 days, well, 4 days, because this was the new high being made here. But it's also been holding its level of support. So it can continue to hold its level of support at around 33,850. We can potentially continue to push up. I really wouldn't want to look for sells unless I feel like I got to fix this level. I mean, if it breaks below this level, you could look for short-term stuff, but I wouldn't be like thinking the trend's changing unless price drops and stays below like 33,560-ish. But we're going to go back to US30 too. We're going to keep an eye on US30 just to see how it plays around on there. I'm not expecting too much movement though, because like I said, there's a lot of news about to pop off later on in New York section for the USD pairs. But we'll still pay attention to it. Yeah, but we need some retracements to happen for a lot of these pairs. We just hit an imbalance here and a level of traffic on GJ, and we've been climbing up nicely. So a retracement wouldn't hurt us, so we can enter another possible buy. So yeah, we're in a position for a lot of possible retracements, which isn't the issue. But yeah, so we're just gonna be chilling right now. Yeah, I got Ian on my other screen. Let's see, Ian's at a good position too. Yeah, so we're just gonna be patiently waiting. We got a couple minutes to the next 5 minutes. We're gonna see what this next 5 minutes, this next 15 looks like. All right, cool. I was responding to some messages. I got some messages, y'all. I see y'all. I'm responding to y'all after the live. Yeah, we're seeing some retracements happen, which is fine. We hit another level here. So I'm not against the retracement. That'll help us again because we have news going down. So, and this is a good spot for retracement. So if we're gonna hold this level, that's fine. We're still gonna be looking for buys. We're not really gonna be looking for sales anytime soon. I have to break a few levels for me to consider going for sales on a GJ at least. So we're just gonna let it do its thing. We're either gonna look for a buy if it can break above this level, and if it can't break above this level, then we're just gonna look for a buy if it can hold this level of support, and we'll go from there. Either way, we're looking for buys unless it shows us otherwise. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, it looks like it's retracing. Ian is holding the level as support. Still just kind of chilling there. We're about to see what this next 5 minutes looks like. Did not trade yesterday, so we only traded 2 days this week so far. It's going to be the 3rd day. 6-0 so far. Those just joined the stream. We haven't entered any trades yet. If you want to see how we're doing for the week, you can see on your screen. But go ahead and click that first link in the description. Join the free Telegram. That way you can see everything yourself. We're going to go over it in just a second as well. Just trying to pay attention to these pairs. All these pairs are retracing right now. That's fine though. So we're going to see if EA can break back below here. We can break back below. We're going to look for a sell. Yeah, so if we can break below that, we're going to go for a sell. All right, cool. All right, so we're going to be watching EN. We're going to be watching on EA. See what else we can be watching. We're going to be watching US30 still. We're going to be watching GN as well. Yeah, so there's going to be a few pairs we're going to be watching. So we're going to be watching GN, EN. We're going to be watching EA. We want to see what the next candlestick with US30 looks like. And let's see what else. And that's it for now. So this is just those 4 pairs we're going to be looking at. Now, it can change, as we know, but that's what the game plan is as of right now. So I'm about to write some of these trade ideas up. So give me 1 second, y'all. Had in a trade, realistically try to trade tomorrow, Friday, wait till next week. All right, man. So I was responding to some messages while I was at it. But yeah, I'm about to write some of these trade ideas up. Didn't take any trades last night simply because there was maybe like one little setup, but there were a few that weren't. And then the ones that were good setups, the news kind of messed those setups up. And after the news, price kind of just played around and did like a fake out to try to trap people. And yeah, and then it just kept on ranging. And then it did a little volume pump like an hour ago. And yeah, now here we are. But things might change in a little bit. There's a few pairs we're looking at right now. Those just joining. We did not enter this yet. This is the trade idea. Not any trades right now. Not yet, at least. All right, cool. My bad. I'm over here calculating my stop losses and stuff because there's a few charts we're looking at. 2.10. All right, cool. New 15 about to start. So we're looking at GN, EA. We're looking at EN possibly. If it can hold this level. New 15 just started. GN is looking different from EN. About to see what happens though. Yeah, so we're just waiting for it to break that level. It's almost there. So yeah, we're going to see if we can break this level. If we can break and hold underneath this level, then we'll go for a sell on this. Yeah, and then we got US30 rejected that level. So we're going to leave US30 alone for now. Yeah, I think it looks like it's going to drop. Yeah, I kind of want some of these pairs to retrace though before the news. That way, when the news pops off, we have a higher chance of it pumping our direction, then it retracing or spiking to try to hit these levels and then take off. But it looks like it's holding these levels so far, which isn't terrible, but it could try to spike down and hit these levels underneath it and then take off when the news starts. That's the only thing. Yeah, I'm going to keep EA right here, though, because I like this. We're inching closer to the key level I'm looking at. Yeah, everything else is dropping down, which is what we want anyway, so that's fine. Yeah, but the JPY pair is retracing, which is fine. What else we got? So it's going to be interesting to see how the JPY pairs react when they hit this level. What I mean by that is I'm about to pull it up and show you what I'm looking at. All right, because I got those that don't know, I have another screen, so I'm looking at trades on my other screen too. So I was looking at this on my other screen. So we're right back at the highest we were before we had the drop last time. All right. So last time price hit this level, which was in October last year, what happened? Downtrend began, dropped all the way down, hit this level, then it shot back up. So now we're right back here. So price is either going to see, we're either going to see a repeat of what happened last time hit this level, or we're going to see retracement. It's going to hold this level and could potentially break above and continue climbing up. And that's the two things we can see right here. But that also, again, like I always say, look to the left. It's going to explain what's happening in the present, what's potentially going to happen in the future. That also explains why price is retracing and it's come to a halt the same place 2 times in a row, because price did the same thing yesterday. As you can see, we're in the daily time frame, hit almost the same exact height, and was rejecting back down. That doesn't mean it can't break this level, but it's not a coincidence that we hit this level that we're going to need some volume or extra push to potentially break, aka the news. That's if we are going to break it. But of course, we're still going to be looking for buys, but that doesn't mean we're just going to jump into things. We still have to wait for confirmations, but we are clearly bullish, so we're not going to be jumping into a sell until we break below certain levels that would show us otherwise. That's pretty much what's going on there. And then with the New Zealand pairs, same thing. We had New Zealand and AUD news last night, so it caused a pump. And for the most part, daily candlesticks, unless it's like news days, they really kind of stay around the same height as these other candlesticks. So this one was a pretty full candlestick before the retracement. All right, because this candlestick was big before the retracement, which was the same size as this daily candlestick, the same size as this daily candlestick, almost the same size as this one and this one. So for the most part, if you're going to daily time frame, it's already a big daily candlestick. 9 times out of 10, and it's not New York session yet. 9 times out of 10, it's going to retrace a little bit before New York session or whatever the next session is. If it's Tokyo session, same thing. But that's what we're looking at right now. That doesn't mean it can't come back and push back up. But again, retracements are part of the game. Price isn't just going to go straight up. Price isn't just going to go straight down. So retracements have to happen. And we like retracements over here. We're not against retracements at all. That just gives us a chance to catch more pips and a higher chance when we do enter after retracement for price to go our way for longer. So we're not tripping about that. I'm just going to patiently wait. All right, so let's go back to Euro AUD. See if it broke that level yet. Oh, I hit that level, tapped it, rejected off of that. We're going to see if we can break below it. And that's why we have that level marked off. If we can break below and stay below that level, we have a higher chance of it continuing to the downside. So we're just going to patiently wait on that. Yeah, it's like EN and GN though. Still waiting on some confirmations to be met, but they are still hugging the daily level close though. So we're going to be watching GN, EN, and EA right now. Still flipping back and forth between the indices, but they broke back below. Look like they were tracing, so we're going to leave them alone for now. Gold, we still needed to push back up a little bit more to the next key price level. So we're just going to pay attention to these pairs right here. A 25J funded account, or 25K funded account will definitely give me the opportunity to make 2 to 5K a month. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you can make that with a smaller account too, but you know, 25K, especially if you calculate your lot size properly and secure your profit, you can definitely make that a month. You know, that's 20 trading days. You can definitely make that. And I've done it off of one of my 10K accounts before, so it's definitely possible. It's just about consistency and not rushing the process. Because those numbers will add up. Those numbers will add up. Don't try to swing big and try to do some home runs every trade. Just have a game plan, split it up. You want to make 2K, split that up. And you know, between 2 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever the case may be. Like, all right, that's this amount. So if I want to make 2K, how much do I need to make per day? And with a 25K account, you can think like that. So you're like, okay, I need to make this amount per day. So when you hit that number, whatever that number is, you figure out, just make sure to either close or secure those profits at that number. And yeah, you'll reach it. You know what I'm saying? You just have to take it day by day and just consistently do the same thing. Wait for the same similar setups, risk the same amount, each trade, every trade. And then of course, when you're blue, make sure to not let your trade turn back red. It's very simple. The hardest part is just not over leveraging and not being impatient. But once you get that down, you know, and of course you know how to read the charts and all that, trading becomes very simple. This becomes rinse and repeat. Yeah, we're still waiting. We got a new 5 minute that just started. Another 5 minutes till the next 15 starts. This is holding the level as a support right now. Let's go back to the daily. So if we break that level, I'll sell here, or if it comes back up to this level and it holds this as resistance, I'm not against looking for a sell here. I wouldn't really look for a buy unless price breaks and holds above, but I'm still kind of leaning towards sells just because how price is looking right here, the structure. But again, we do have news today and tomorrow, so that can definitely change on us. But just looking at the structure right now, I'm leaning towards sells. But we'll see. Still not jumping in until the confirmations are met. But then we got EN holding this level. So yeah, we're going to see what this next 15 looks like. We might be jumping into some things. Maybe one or two things. What GBP New Zealand's looking like. Yeah, so it's holding the level 2. The JPY pair should be retracing still. Yeah. So we're just going to bring this down. Let's simply just look for a buy right here. So what we're going to do. Because again, we don't control the market. We're not trying to feel like any pressure at all. We know the game plan. We got our rules. We're just patiently waiting for price to meet our rules. And once our setup is met, the rules for our setup is met, we calculate our lot size, we enter, and then we go from there. But if this does the full move, this will be a nice setup here. Even if it does half the move, this will be a nice setup here. So we're going to see how price reacts to that level. So we're going to flip off because still got some work to do. We're going to go to the other pairs. All right, that's rejecting that level now. Yeah, so we got a lot of pairs retracing. Again, which is fine. This was from the news last night. You see it literally went zone to zone, and it hasn't retraced back down here yet. It's kind of just been chilling at this level, which is no reason why I didn't enter a trade on this yesterday because I was waiting for it to do this. But I mean, yeah, we could have caught a few pips here, but it's holding this right here. So yeah, got a minute and some change before the next 15. So we're going to see what that looks like. So I'm going to pull back up. Yeah. Well, that's respecting that level. We're still going to keep it here. I have my other screen. I heard about the my Forex, my funded FX one-step account. Heard nothing bad about them. All right, give it a try then. I mean, I can't say nothing about it. I haven't, I don't know. I can't remember. There's only like a couple I've tried. There's two I can't think of right now, but I know like two of them are linked in the description. And another one, of course, my Forex ones. But I mean, as long as you looked at reviews, you know what I'm saying? And you've seen people at least show that they've gotten payouts and all that, you know what I'm saying? Go for it. But before you purchase a funded, always have a plan. You should always have a plan, not just, a goal. Okay. A goal and a plan is two different things. Make sure you have a plan on how to achieve that goal. Don't just buy an account and then go wing it. You know what I'm saying? Before you purchase, you need to have a game plan, a set game plan. And you know what I'm saying? If you have a set game plan, go for it. I definitely don't recommend anybody just to get one just to get one. Because you're just going to waste your money. There's no point in doing that. But yeah, if you got a plan and you're ready for it, go for it. As long as you practice with those lot sizes for that account. Because again, you want to risk the same amount per trade. So if you haven't practiced already with those lot sizes to kind of figured out what kind of lot size you can use for certain setups, I'd recommend doing that too before getting an account. Just get a demo account, make it that account size, whatever the case may be. Just practice using those lot sizes, and then get used to that because depending what your regular personal account is, those numbers are going to be moving a lot quicker and they're going to be a lot bigger. Kind of like Euro New Zealand. This level. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this on this screen. Yeah, everything else is just dropping down for now. So yeah, this is the only one that's kind of looking nice right now. US30 tanked to the downside. We'll see how it reacts to that level down there. Yeah, but I'm kind of liking EN. I want to see how this. I want to at least wait for the first 5 minutes on this candlestick. See if we can hold this level. Because again, we do have this news candlestick. Like I said, if it doesn't retrace before the news, there is a chance that it will try to spike and fill this up before trying to take off, or it might spike and then, you know what I'm saying, before the news. That's the only thing. But if it holds this level and tries to push up, I'm not against entering here either. Just like I talked about before, just have to secure your profits and understand what's going on. When you're in a trade, you have to understand all the different possibilities. It's like chess. You got to understand all the different possibilities. If I enter here, it could potentially do this. It can also potentially do that. I have these levels to pay attention to, this, that, and the third. All right, when you do all of this, there's no surprises. All right. If you're in the trade and you're shocked at what's happening while you're in the trade, that's an issue. You should always know what's going on while you're in the trade, whether it's going in your favor or not. It doesn't matter. You should always know what's going on. You know, if I'm in drawdown, I know why I'm in drawdown. If I'm blue, I know why I'm blue. You know, if the trade hits SL, I understand why I hit SL. You know what I'm saying? But I'm kind of liking this right here. Trying to push up. I'm about to post this disclaimer. Like I said, I'm not going to go too crazy. I might just enter one, maybe two trades if I see a setup before New York, simply just because of the way the charts or where the charts are, and then all the news we got going down today and tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and post this disclaimer. Got a couple minutes to the next 5 minutes. Oops, I accidentally opened a message. I'm gonna respond to that message I just opened. I'm not gonna forget about that. I wasn't trying to do that at the time though. I was trying to type something up. New 5 minutes about to start in about a minute. So SL for this. It's gonna be a tight SL. Because again, we're not trying to hold this too long, because again, it could try to fill that up before the move. But if we can hold this level, we're not against entering here either. 71.7730. Yeah, I like this right here. All right, new 5 minutes about to start in about 10 seconds. Yeah, it's just that imbalance. I'm not against taking a buy here. You know what I'm saying? Just acknowledging and respecting that imbalance that could try to fill up. The price is bullish, so I'm not against a buy here. New 5 minutes just started. Looking at other pairs too. I'm trying to do strong. Keeping an eye. I have a certain number I'm paying attention to. Once we hit that number, we're going to enter. All right, just trying to push up. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, I'm going to enter this. Again, acknowledge what I said before, but I do like this. So we're going to do a tight stop loss, just about a 40 pip stop loss. So I'm in this right here. I'm about to type the TPs up for this. Telegram. Is anyone else's Telegram bugging? Because it's not letting me post a trade. But regardless, y'all should be blue if y'all in here with me. Because I think it's flying to the upside. We did hit TP1. It won't let me type it in because my Telegram is saying connecting. I'm about to try to reopen it. But we just hit TP1. Y'all should be blue right now. About to type the next TP in. Make sure that like button, y'all. Let me see if I can post it because okay, I just posted. Ooh, it's gonna be a little late. I'll explain what happened, but it's a little unfortunate. But y'all watching it live, y'all know what happened. You know what I'm saying? I can't control the Telegram, but yeah, we are technically at TV2. I kind of feel bad for the thing, but whoops, what is going on? Oh, but that's the just one of the pros of being in the lives with us. You get to jump in on these real time because I don't think it's too much of a delay on my end on the stream. Yeah, but Telegram, like literally, I was trying to send it and it was just connecting on me. But we're about to post these TPs up. 6, and then we're gonna go over how we're doing this week so far. Yeah, but I think it's pumping up nicely. 30. Yeah, I think it's pumping up nicely. The TPs are now posted in the chat. We're about to hit the next TP right here. Whoops. I put the wrong thing. All right, there we go. Yeah, it should be nice and blue right now. We got a new 5-minute about to start, so we're gonna see. We want to see if we can take out these highs right here. But we're nice and blue right here. We just hit TP2. We're about 5 pips away from hitting TP3. So I'm gonna see if we can break that level. All right, so we're gonna go over how we're doing this week. But I need to respond to this message I opened on accident really quick before I forget about it. All right, cool. All right, so while that's doing that thing, your AD rejected the levels trend as support, so we're gonna leave that alone for now. So I'm gonna look at some other pairs. But like I said, I'm not about to go too crazy with entering stuff. But looking at pairs right now, really can't enter anything else at the moment anyway, so no biggie there. Five minutes just started. We got 5 minutes to the next 15. So we're gonna see what this next 5 and 15 looks like. Gold still ranging in the middle of my zones. So yeah, we're just gonna be chilling in this trade right here. Yeah, we're just gonna be chilling in this right here. All right, so that's how we're doing so far this week. Let me go ahead and pull it up. Like I said, we didn't trade yesterday. Well, I didn't trade yesterday. I don't know how y'all did yesterday, but there were some nice moves yesterday. But so starting on Tuesday, all right, we went 4-0 on Tuesday. We caught a total of 15,899 pips. Go ahead and click that first link in the description. Y'all can look at this yourselves. Just scroll up to the 18th. See the date right there, the 18th. Just scroll to the 18th. You can see all the same stuff I see right here. All right, to the GJPY, and I'm pretty sure, I want to say we called most of these live, but we'll find out in just a second. But we took a GJPY, me and the members, all TPs hit, cost 71 pips. Took an EJPY, TP3 hit, 18 pips. US30 buy, all TPs hit 13,900 pips. Then took SPX5, TP4 hit, caught 1,900 pips. So we caught a total of 15,899 for the day. 13,971 of those were strictly with the members in the advanced play single room, ending the day 4060 for the week. All right. Then you see right here, yeah, we called this trade live. Yeah, we called both of these trades live. So that means we probably entered the other two trades live as well. But you can see here the reactions, how people viewed or entered the trade when TVs got hit, entries, SLs, my personal entries, and of course we scroll down, you'll see screenshots of me and other trades as well. We scroll up, this is how we did Monday, went 2-0 on Monday. When entered EA sell, all TVs hit 125 pips, and the GJ buy 33 pips, 158 pips for the day. Then how we ended last week, we were 10-0 for the week. Last week, total of 16,472 pips. So great, and not going to go over. I mean, we can probably do that later, but if you want to see how we've done this year so far, go ahead and scroll up. But last quarter, we ended last quarter 93% win rate, and we've ended all the months so far, I want to say at a 90 or 90 plus, but it's all in there. From literally, it's like over a year of just recorded trades and signals in there to explore, but also explore the YouTube channel as well. Go ahead and click that profile. Go ahead and explore those videos. Every video on this channel is going to help y'all out. But we're just chilling right here. We got a couple minutes to the next 15. We're tracing a little bit, which is kind of normal, but we are still blue right now. But we're going to see what this next 15 looks like. We're going to see if we can take out these highs to the left. So that's what we're doing, seeing if we can do. It's almost the 4 o'clock hour. Like I said, we don't really got any news until New York, but it is high impact news. Once this loads for us, there we go. 8:30, we got unemployment claims. Then Philly Fed manufacturing index. Then 2 hours later, we got existing home sales for the USD. Then at they don't have a set time for this, so we don't know what time the Treasury SEC is speaking, but we know what's happening today, but they don't have a set time. So that's going to randomly spike the markets if it does affect the markets. Then at 11:30, we got Canadian governor speaking, red folder news, and then at 12, we got FOMC. So we are going to go live for the unemployment claims. By we, I mean me and the members in the advanced play single room, and also people that in the course. People in the course, we're going live at 8:30. All right, I'm going to send the link. You already know. We're going to go over some things. We're going to see how the charts are affected on the news, going to answer questions, all that good stuff. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, and then Friday is just a lot of craziness going down. Got PMIs after PMIs. So yeah, we're going to see a lot of interesting things. And even if the news aside, if we just look at the charts, yeah, we're going to see some interesting things happen this week and next week. It's going to be very interesting. But we're pushing back up. We're back deep blue, about to see that we can hit TP3. We're about 5 pips away. Let's see if we can hit that. Do you set up LSD for your funded accounts? How am I doing? I'm doing good, Fimon. How about you? I mean, I have an LLC, but not for my funded, but for my business and all that. But at least the way my funded accounts work, it's like when you pass an account, you have to sign a contract, and you become a contract, technically an employee for them. You become like you work for them. It's like you have a contract. That's what the whole evaluation phase and all that in the agreement is. If you pass these two phases, we're going to give you this account as long as you don't violate. We're going to give you this money to invest, and we're going to pay you a cut from you investing. So like basically every 2 weeks after that first month, you're getting a paycheck, and you have to like send. It's like it depends. Everyone's a little bit different, but it's like an invoice and all that stuff. At least with the ones I've used, you got to send the invoice, you got to request for the payment and all that, and then so it's like basically what is it? I want to say 1099, but I could be wrong. But to answer your question, I don't have it for my funders. No, but if I want to, I can incorporate that with my business, or say like I could do a few things. But we had another TV. But to answer your question, no, you don't need to. It's kind of like you're working for them. It's kind of like you're a contractor, a contract job. So as long as you don't violate the contract, they're going to keep paying you, and then you're going to get all the invoices and stuff like that. So you just got to keep track of that. And when tax season comes, uh, whether you go to you have someone do your taxes for you or whatever the case may be, you just want to have all those numbers together, because it's going to make it a lot easier than you trying to find all that stuff and do the math last minute. But we just said TP3. All right. 7805. Make sure that like button, Almost definitely. That's every day though. That's every day. Our goal is just to not be those people anymore. So that's an everyday thing. I promise you that. But yeah, Friday for sure. Especially if they don't. They were like how I was when I was first starting out. Nobody told me about news. I was just having a good day, just playing around, excited about learning how to trade forex. And that Friday and Thursday news used to religiously mess me up. It was so bad at one point, I was like, I'm not trading Thursdays or Fridays anymore. I'm just going to trade Tuesdays and Wednesdays, because Mondays, the volume was too slow for me for how I used to trade. And I used to just take L's after L's. But it was also because I was just rushing stuff and wasn't really taking the time to learn things at the same time. But, after a while, I finally was like, okay, enough's enough. Let me actually take this serious and try to figure it out. Yep, and then now, most Fridays, well, not really most Fridays nowadays be excellent Fridays, with news or without news. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. I'm still going to be cautious, of course, which is why we're only in this trade right now. That, and because, like we went over, a lot of these other pairs are retracing and or kind of just in the middle of my zones. Y'all should be nice and blue right now. Yeah, I think it's still trying to break that level. Go for it. Not against it. But if it does this, again, with the news, it's either going to, this gap is going to have to get filled up at some point because even the 50 hasn't been hit. So if it doesn't do it before the news, it's going to do it during one of the news events. And then when it hits that level, then it might take back off up or something. But I have a feeling it's going to try to hit this level. So if it doesn't do it before the news, it's going to do it during one of these news event spikes. I just have a feeling it's going to do it. I could be wrong, but I'd rather be prepared for that than to be chilling and then be all shocked or surprised if it does do it. So I'd rather be telling myself to be prepared and on the lookout for that than to not be. Yeah, we're just going to be chilling in this trade right now. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, y'all. I should see it on your screen. Instagram, playmaker_way, TikTok, playmaker_way. All right, I post daily on both pages. And we're almost at 1,000 followers on TikTok. Once I hit 1K followers, we're going to be going live on that as well. It won't be during this time, though. It'll be I mean, I might have it running during this time. We'll see. But I do plan on doing it outside of this time. Yeah, so we're just chilling right now. Everybody should be nice and blue. But I see we can hit this next TP before the 4 o'clock hour. Thing's still pushing. Let's see what some other pairs are up to. Just out of curiosity. Yeah, I think it's still pushing up. Let's see what gold's up to. Yeah, still in no man's land. Still got some work to do. Yeah, so we're just going to be in this right here. Take the quick dub before the match. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Take a quick dub before the madness. Got a new 5-minute about to start in about 30 seconds. Those just join this trend. We're only on this trade right now. Go ahead and click that first link. Make sure you join the free Telegram, y'all, so you can see how we're doing this week, the week before that, this year so far, last year if you want to. Right now, we're chilling deep in profit right now. All right, new 5 minutes just started. So we're gonna see how this. I want to see us hit this next TP. I'm gonna see if we can hold above here. We can definitely do it. Yeah, we're gonna be chilling right here. If I enter anything else, it's probably gonna be either pre-New York or New York. But I do want to try to I do want to pay attention to JPY pairs and gold. I'm gonna look at the indices too, but I want to see what I want to pay attention to gold for sure. Yeah, we're just chilling right now though. I'm responding to messages right now, y'all. So all y'all that left me messages, I'm responding to y'all right now. Again, keep in mind what we talked about, all right? Let's make sure we end this trade blue. We've hit multiple TPs. We're chilling at TP3. About to see if we can hit TP4, but nobody should be ending this trade red, all right? This should be a quick dub before the news and madness before New York. It's never okay to be greedy while trading, but especially on news days. It's gonna bite you in your butt. What's going on, horse and the carriage? I see you in here. Just chilling deep blue right now. Curious to see what this 4 o'clock hour is going to do for us. We already know the 4 o'clock hour. We already know what happens, especially with the GBP pairs. We're not in the GBP pair right now, but we'll still see what happens this next 15. Got about 45 seconds. Yeah, but right now, y'all, the reason why we ain't flipping back and forth is I'm just tunnel visioning on this one trade. All right. Again, why? Because there's a lot of new events going on. Also, because we just went through all the other pairs. A lot of the pairs are doing retracements right now. So because we see that, and because all that, there's no point in jumping a bunch of trades. Because again, at the end of the day, I never at least. I mean, just those that be watching the streams, we look at a bunch of different setups, and a few might be going our way, but we enter a couple. Because the goal is to make sure the trades you do enter go your way. You don't need to jump into every trade. Because if you do that, over trading is a thing, and you're bound to hit some losses, unnecessary losses, and cancel out some profits just doing dumb stuff. So that's why you always need to have a goal, you know what I'm saying? A set goal. How much you're trying to make per day, weekly, monthly, quarterly. Again, it should be based off percentages, not whole numbers. But members, you already know that because those that been here for a minute, you already know I'll be drilling at that in y'all's heads as many times as I can. All right, new 15 just started. Doing a retest. We want to see if we can hold this level. If we can hold this level, we can potentially keep pushing up. If we can hold this level right here, or even this level, but ideally, I'd like to see if we can hold this level. We're in EN right now. Are you not in the free Telegram? Yeah, we're only in EN right now. Didn't take any trades during Tokyo session. Went over that earlier, broke that down early, but the short version is has some news events, and then after that, kind of was just playing around until like about an hour before London pop off. We waited some candlesticks, patiently waited. Had a few possible setups we was looking at, but this one was the one we ended up taking. Mainly because the other ones, as we saw, ended up not meeting our confirmation. So this is the only one that did. Yeah, so we want to see if we can hold this level. If we can hold and respect this level, it can potentially continue to push up. We got a couple minutes to the next 15, so we want to see what that looks like. Those just joined the stream. We're only in one trade right now. We're just in one trade right now, which is EN. We already hit TP3. And yep, it's respecting that level so far. So we're going to see if we can hit the next TP. Let me zoom in for y'all, just so y'all can kind of see what I'm seeing. I might zoom out a little bit because I do want to pay attention to the bigger frame, but for right now, just so y'all can see, because I know at least maybe because on my monitor while I'm viewing the stream, maybe because that monitor screen's small, but regardless, you got a better closer look now. Yes, we want to see if we can break this level here. Looks like it's about to. That's a nice wick. Let's see if we can turn green, new 5 minute. Now we're green now. Let's see if we're going to hit that next TP. I should be nice and blue right now. Yeah, I think trying now. It's pumping now. Quick dub before the news. Quick dub before the news. My bad, responding to messages and stuff. So I got a lot to filter through. I try to respond to everybody. So I'm just trying to make sure I ain't missing anybody from the past couple of days or this week. All right, cool. All right, let's see if we can hit this next TP. We got a couple minutes before the next 10. I want to see if we can hit this next TP before this 15. Let me zoom back out. Well, what the heck? Trading view started bugging for a second. All right. Why is it delaying like that? I don't know what's going on with that thing. Yeah, it's definitely struggling to try to break this level right here. But it's trying, so that's a good sign. Got a little bit of indecision wick right now. It's kind of gone evenly both sides. About to see what this next 5 minute does. All right, let's see what else is going on. Probably not going to enter anything else, but I'm curious. All right, so gold had hit that level, so it's coming back down. All right, it's come to this level. So let's see if we can hold that level as support. If we can hold that support, we can potentially continue the bullish momentum. So we're either going to see that happen or the news is going to cause price to push down. So we did just hit this imbalance here, and we have a huge levels of traffic. And then if we just look to the left, yeah, last time price hit this level, rejected. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the news does to it. but we're gonna leave it alone for now. So we're looking at Euro AUD. That's still ranging too. Yeah, so it's gonna be chilling in this. Regardless of the fact we're still deep in profit. I want to see us at that next TP before the next 15. We still got 3 minutes left, so it can't happen. We'll see, but regardless, we are nice and blue right now, so I ain't tripping. Make sure that like button, y'all. Yeah, it's definitely strong. Like this is about 30 minutes of it chilling here. Nice wick on the 4 hour. Yeah, so we can see the new higher high being made today. I want to see us at least hit 78.30, if not 78.95 on the extreme. Yeah, so it's holding this level. So we want to see what the next 15 looks like. The next 15 is either going to I see the next 15 either rejecting or breaking through. Because it's been chilling here for 30 minutes. I see the next 15 doing something. It's gotta break out of this box. Kind of stuck in this box right here. I see this breaking out of it. So we're gonna see if it does so. Members, like I said, gonna be going live at 8:30 during the news. If you got questions, make sure to bring your questions. But I do got something we are going to talk about. I'm going to break some things down like usual, and also going to be going over the price watch list. I may still send one. It just depends on if things kind of change or not from where we are currently. But regardless of the fact, we are going to be going live during New York anyways. Regardless, it's going to be recorded as well. So if you guys can't make the live, don't worry about it. It's going to be recorded like all the other ones. It's going to be dropped in there. But the new 15 just started, so I want to see if we can break out of this. It's trying. There we go. Oh, yeah. See, he keeps tapping and they keeps dropping. It's kind of stuck in that box right there. But regardless, we're still going to hold hold this. We're still in profit right now. Like I said, we do have this imbalance from the news. So the news during New York, it could try to fill this up before taking back off either direction, whether up or down. So regardless, if I don't let this trade turn red on y'all, I'm going to go ahead and hop off. My alarm did just go off. I got some other things to do. But we're going to be back at it tomorrow as well. Tomorrow, it's going to be interesting. But we're going to see some things pop off on the live, of course, because we have red folder after red folder after red folder. So will we be entering anything? I don't know. I usually don't call trades to the public if it's an hour before the news. So probably not, but I will do kind of like what we did the other times we're live, give my thoughts and opinion. And then, we'll see if I'm right or not live. But I usually for obvious reasons, like I might take a trade, but I'm not going to call a trade an hour before the news out to public, because if it doesn't go in our favor, I'm okay to face and accept those consequences. But for the most part, if I'm going to call a trade out, I want to have it have a high chance, a high probability, the highest probability of it going our way. And for the little higher risk trades, I'll just take that on my own. So that's how that's going to go. But we are going to be live still, of course. But yeah, it's going to be interesting tomorrow. Yeah, but we're going to see if we can break out of this. Still, 15 is still not over yet. We're going to see if it breaks out of this 15. Like I said, it's been chilling here for 30 minutes. It's going to have to break out of this small box eventually. So we're going to see if it does. But I'm going to see y'all in tomorrow's stream, same time, y'all. All right, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, because we're almost at, what are we almost at? Where we at? Because we're growing quick. Maybe ways. We're almost at 600 subscribers, y'all. All right, and we literally was just at 500 like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks ago, maybe. Regardless, shout out to all y'all. Let's see if we can hit 600. Then after 600, 1,000. All right. Trying to hit 1,000 on here and on TikTok, and we're close on both. And I kind of got almost the same amount. Well, I had like 400 on my backup and then like 600 on my personal, but I'm pretty sure most of y'all following my backup are following my personal by now. But if you're not following the TikTok on your screen, whoops, let me put it on your screen. I don't think it's on your screen. Here it is. If you're not following that TikTok on your screen, make sure to follow that. You can still follow my backup, but make sure to follow my personal as well. But yeah, like I said, not really going to answer anything else until maybe pre-market or after the news, but we'll be going live with the members. Went over gold, went over the indices, went over the AUD pairs, went over the JPY pairs. So if y'all joined the stream late, or if you don't remember me going over that, you probably joined the stream a little too late or after the fact. So just rewind the stream and you'll see my my analysis for all the pairs that we usually go over on live. All right, but like I said, I'm not really entering anything else. Just gonna be in this trade lane and do his thing. Gonna be watching the charts still, but not gonna be messing with anything else really right here. And I say that, but let me go to US30 really quick, just out of curiosity. That thing's trying to push up, so this is kind of tempting. Will I enter this? We will see. Let's see. So holding that level, fill that up. It's definitely tempting. We'll see. Let me see something. They're all looking the same right here. Yeah, if we can hold this level, we can't see a new high being made. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it. But like I said, not gonna be too greedy right now before the news. there are going to be some levels that might need to be hit before the news. Yeah, so we'll see. But regardless of the fact, let me catch up to his comment. Your analysis on this trade. Do you mind going over it? What you're in New Zealand? I got you. I'll go over it. I got you. All right, so you're in New Zealand. We had news. Well, let's go here first. So we had news. We went over is how we had news last night for New Zealand pairs and Australian pairs, but we're only going to talk about New Zealand because that's the trade we called out. So with that, this daily candlestick's huge already, and it's not even New York session yet. So that's one thing we went over, and also went over the fact that this was the news candlestick from last night. It literally went zone to zone, and then price never retraced back here. So when the news pops off today, there's a high chance it could try to fill this up before taking back off. Doesn't mean it will, but there's a high chance. So what I was saying is with this trade is to understand and acknowledge that. That way, you're not surprised if it does do that. And also just to incentify that y'all secure profits, all right? Because that's important with trading as well, is, make sure to win something or take something or secure something from the trades, especially when you're blue. But that's pretty much what I went over with this. So I was saying if it can hold this level, I'm not against going for a buy, but just acknowledge the risk we're taking and the possibility that if it doesn't do it before the news, during the news, it could very much so spike this and then shoot back up. We've seen some stuff like this happen before. Matter of fact, this happened to me and the members a couple weeks ago on GBPJPY. And the reason why I can remember this is because I had a one-on-one session yesterday and we went over that trade. And it looks like we just perfectly timed switching to GBPJPY at a potential sell position. Look how that works. But anyways, let me see if I can find that trade. One of these trades. Like I just went over with them yesterday. Was it this one? No, it wasn't. That's crazy. I literally just went over this with them yesterday. Oh, here it is. All right. So this was a news day as well. Went for this buy. The news candlestick whipped this out. Then that thing shot all the way back up. And then what happened after that? That thing took off and did the exact move I was looking for. Look at that. That thing skyrocketed. Called the trade here. News. Called into the trade before news. Whipped this out. Then that thing took off and exploded an hour later after news. And did literally the entire move we was looking for. And that would have been a 1-6 risk reward. Almost 1-7. So it does happen. It's part of the game. But if you can, if you understand that stuff and acknowledge that stuff, it'll make things a lot easier and less stressful because you're not shocked or anything like that. Gotta prepare for the worst and hope for the best always. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what for the trade we're in here in New Zealand. That's pretty much all we went over. But yeah, I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow, same time. And it did just break that level. All right, y'all. Like I said, don't let this trade turn red on y'all. If y'all didn't get whipped out, like always, though, hold to SRT if it gets hit. But like I said before, I was like, this 15, I have a feeling we're going to break out of this box. And sure enough, we did. But the 15 is not over yet. It could still try to push back up. And also, realistically, we're still blue. And on top of that, hasn't hit this daily level. So as long as you don't close this trade red, you should be fine. But as long as on top of that, even if you do close the trade red, with trading, you have to understand what you're risking, what you're doing, and accept it. If you can't do all the above, that's when the difficulties occur. All right. When you're risking a trade, that lot size you put in, you have to acknowledge what you can lose if it goes down against you or up with you in this case. But if it's a sell, vice versa. But we're in the buy, so that's why I said that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. See y'all tomorrow. Well, members, I'll see you in a couple hours.